All right, everyone, we're going to have another quick tutorial on how the scoring app works. Highly recommend that you please practice a little bit before the rally starts. It's a great way to avoid any problems while you're on the clock. So Iron Butt Scoring App, you'll see here at the top of the screen, is the name of the app. Once you download it, open it up. Now, as soon as you open it up, it's going to ask you for permissions several times as you go through. Just for the first time you use them, it's going to ask you to use your location, your camera, your library, and your microphone. Always say, while using the app, if you click don't allow or only this one time, the functions will not work and the app will not work as intended. Your information is not tracked. There is no data is saved by us, no cookies or any of that other internet type stuff. This is just so that the app does what it's supposed to do to tell us where you are when you submit the bonus. Okay, so say for me, I will click while using the app. Okay, so once I'm in, you should have the home screen here. This is called the home screen, and the only button you should have should be rider info. So you'll want to put in. You click that. This is the rider information screen. We've streamlined it a little bit. There is only a rider code now that you have to enter. So all of the rider codes are going to be all caps. I've tried to make it so that there are no numerical or letters that look like one or the other. For example, I'm not going to use one because it looks like an I, and I won't use an I because it looks like a one. I try to avoid zeros and O's, things like that, so that way there's no confusion about logging in. Because once you log in, once you enter your code in correctly, it'll automatically recognize your info. For example, my test profile here, the rider code is just 1234. So as soon as I type in that 4, keyboard should go away. It'll think, and there it populates my rider number, my rider name, email, and the rally information. For those of y'all riding the upcoming rallies, unless the rally listed there is absolutely nothing compared to what you're riding in, don't worry about it. So if you're riding Heart of Texas and says LDX, that's fine. This event's all kind of the same thing. So, all right, it's that simple. Once you enter in the code, you don't have to hit enter. Once you type in that last character and it's correct, it looks into the cloud and sees and pulls your information down. Now, mine pulled up pretty fast, as you saw. Sometimes it might take a second, so give it a minute. Let it be slow. Okay. All right. Let's move on. We are going to go to the bonus entry page. Here you'll see the rider name and rider number at the top of the screen. The three main things that every single bonus will have is a bonus code, a sequence number, and a photograph. Even audio bonuses have a photograph. Every bonus has some photograph in some fashion. So, as for other things like notes or clocks or audio recordings, all those are extras, but every bonus will have, you'll have to pick the bonus code, you'll have to pick the sequence number and the photo. Sequence number for any rally will always start with 1. Your leg, if you have 2 legs, like the LDX rally has 2 legs, each leg starts with 1. It is incumbent upon the rider to make sure they reset that number. You can change the sequence number by hitting the plus or minus on either side of the sequence number box. We try to space it out so you don't accidentally hit the button, but just be aware of that. You'll notice You'll notice down here next where it says select bonus photo from device from photo library. You'll actually click that. That's where you're going to go get your picture. There is a take picture with app camera. Now, that's okay because that'll take you straight to your camera and you can take a picture and it'll put the picture in there for you. But the problem that I have with that is by not taking it with your phone camera, it doesn't save to your photo library. And just in case there's an issue and we need to go back later and look, I'd rather have it be in your library than you do it through the app. But if for some reason you want to do it that way, the function is there. I can think of a couple reasons, but they're unimportant right now. That's there. Device files folder. So there is a web app link to the scoring app where you can basically do it from your desktop or a tablet, or anything where you don't want to download from Google Play or the Apple Store this app. It'll actually you can go into a file folder from your desktop and enter a picture in. So if you want to practice this, if you need a web link, you have to reach out to me at ironbutthq@gmail.com and I can give you the web link. But otherwise, for the most part, the app is the best way to go, just because there's some functions that we're going to go over here in a minute that will not work in the web-based version, because the web-based version is just that. It's web-based, which means you have to have data. And some of the things that we have in here are helpful if you don't have data for some reason. You're out in the middle of nowhere. We'll cover that here in a minute. All right, so let's start with the first part, which is the select bonus list. So this is some new things going on here. So the little button there to the left of the bonus code window that says click to select bonus from list, I'm going to click there. Now here is my bonus list. You'll say, wait, no, Paul, there is nothing there. That is correct. One of the issues that previously writers had with the bonus list is that it was pulled from the cloud. And every time you go in there, it would reach up into the cloud and pull those bonuses down. And it took a while for it to upload, and you had to scroll through it and take a minute. And it when you're on the clock, you don't want to waste time looking for the bonus. So totally get that. So what we've done is we've made it where you can import the list and it stays in your phone until you clear it. It's only been, we haven't actually used it in a rally yet. I've done some testing. I have noticed that after a couple days, some of the photos, the example photos of the bonus that are in there do seem to maybe sometimes go away. I think there's a reason for that. But honestly, you will hopefully not in a rally go more than 48 hours without submitting at least one bonus. So it shouldn't be an issue. But that is one issue that we saw. So how does that work? Well, you'll see right there in the middle, it says import list. Now, click that button and it will start importing the bonus list. Now it's reaching up to the cloud and it's pulling all those bonuses down in here. Now, as you saw that started to go, it takes about, you're getting about 2 or 3 bonuses per second. So do the math. If you're doing 3 bonuses per second, you got 240 bonuses. Well, that's going to take you 80 seconds or a little over a minute, minute and a third. So if there are a lot of bonuses, this might take a minute. It's also dependent on your data or your Wi-Fi connection. But you saw the little spinny circle. That means that it's working. Now that it's gone away, that means all my bonuses are in here. So now all my bonuses are here stored. These bonuses are examples from the last Iron Butt rally. If you're wondering what these are not current bonuses in this rally. So these are just for examples to use. But you'll be able to pull this list up whether you have data or not. So if you are in an area where for some reason you don't have data, you'll still be able to select the bonuses. You'll still be able to do most of what you need to get a bonus submitted. And there's more to that, but I'll go over that here in a minute. If for some reason that's not working or there's some kind of issue, you can still click the button that says get list from the cloud, and it does what it has always done, and it goes and pulls all the bonuses from the cloud. There they all are. But there's the list. So as always, you click on the bonus, tells you the bonus code, the bonus name, and the availability, and then there's a reference photo. So I will say select this bonus. So there at the top, you'll see AK710 is the bonus, and there's the little reference photo. The reference photo now there to the right of the bonus code window. If you click on it, it brings the photo up again, so you have a little bit better reference photo. Just click the photo again, and it'll go away. So that was one of the things people asked is, can I make the reference photo a little bigger so I can see it again? I will say this, the reference photo in the app is just what I call an assistive device, meaning it's there to help you. If for some reason the photo in the book is different than the reference photo, the photo in the book is what takes precedent. For human beings, errors are made. The book will always have to be what takes precedence unless otherwise noted by the rally master to the writer. So if the reference photo is different, you still are responsible for checking, making sure that your photo matches what's in the book. I know that kind of sucks. Paul, why can't you be better? Well, I'm sure there's a long laundry list of reasons why I can't. So let's just go with always check the book, please. All right. Moving on along. Sequence number 1. So our first bonus will always be sequence number 1. We'll take our picture. Now, I've already taken some stock pictures to use for this. When you select the big button in the middle, it says select bonus photo from device photo library. Click on that, and you just pick a picture from your library of whatever it is that you're supposed to be taking the picture of that you've already taken with your phone. If you don't like that for some reason, there is a clear photo button there. You can clear it and then go back and select something else. Now, for most normal bonuses, that's all you got to do. Pick my bonus code, pick my sequence number, pick my picture, and then I want to submit it. So you'll see down there in the bottom right area where it says review bonus for submission. We are going to click that, and that's going to bring us to the bonus submission screen. Again, you've got the you've got your name, your rider number, bonus code, the name of the bonus, the sequence number, and the picture, the time of submission, and your location. Sometimes the location takes a minute. Give it a second to populate. You'll see down there, there is no clock done yet. It says null in the total. The very first time you do a clock setting, that'll clear itself, so don't worry about that. It doesn't mean anything. You'll notice a second ago I made a mistake. I clicked the reference photo again here. If you click the reference photo, it'll bring it back up. Only problem is when you click the reference photo again, it takes you back to the bonus entry page. You'll have to click review bonus for submission again to get back here. Clearly that's a coding error I need to correct, but first world problems and all that. All right, so that's it. We've got everything we need here. That is a simple regular bonus submission. I will click submit bonus, and the bonus, it'll think, ta-da, it goes through. All right. When a bonus is submitted, assuming that your email that is given is correct, you should get a receipt, a bonus receipt for that bonus, and it will tell you, I'm going into my email right now to double check. Yep. The subject line will say bonus submission receipt, rider, in this case, rider 51, bonus AK710, sequence 1. It says the Iron Butt scoring system has received the following. Rider 51, Joe Rider, bonus AK710. Sequence 1, then it has a submitted time. I didn't put any notes in. It'll have a link towards your picture, and it'll have a link for your location that the bonus was submitted from. All right, so let's continue on. let's talk about the cached bonus option. So you're somewhere and you don't have data, okay? I don't have data, but remember I imported my list, so I can still select a bonus, and I can still take a picture. Okay. So I've got my bonus code, I've got my sequence number 2, and my picture there. But when I go to review bonus for submission, for some reason it won't upload. Don't know why, no data, some kind of problem. So, but I want to show that I'm submitting this bonus right here at this time. So what I can do is I can go down here to the bottom right where it says cache bonus. You click that button. Do you want to cache this? Yes or no? Yes, I do. So I'll say yes, and it will cache that bonus. And this is the bonus up here at the top of the screen. There's my picture, there's my bonus code, sequence number, and the date and time that the bonus was submitted. So I'm going to go back. All right, let's do it again. So let's just pick another bonus, pick a different picture, and I'm going to cache the bonus. All right. So from here, I can click one of these bonuses, but I want to show you how I intend for this to work. So now I've gotten down the road, all right? Now I've submitted one bonus number 1, and you can tell that if you look in the bottom right, it says claim list. You click on that button, and it'll show you the bonuses that you've successfully submitted. But you notice that sequence 2 and 3 are not here. So I'm going to go back to my bonus page because I've got data now and I can submit those 2 bonuses. So I will, if you look in the bottom left, it says go to cache the bonuses, and there's my bonuses again. So sequence number 2 and sequence number 3. I will click on sequence number 2, and there's all my data. You know, my latitude, longitude, submitted time. I didn't have any notes. I didn't use my clock. I click submit bonus. It submits it. We're not going to submit sequence number 3 there just yet because I want to show you on the claim list there. Sequence 1, sequence number 2. There's my bonuses, okay? I'm not going to submit number 3 just yet because I want to show some things here. All right, so we showed you how to cache a bonus if you have no data. I think that's going to be a big one because I know some writers gave them a lot of anxiety in the last Iron Boat rally. There's another thing that's important about that. In the first time that we had audio bonuses, you had to record the bonus and then you had to upload it. Well, a lot of writers forgot to upload the audio file, so they would submit the bonus and there's no audio file. And they're like, but I recorded the audio. Yeah, but you didn't upload it. So I made it so that way when you stopped the audio recording, it automatically uploaded it. Well, the problem with that was we found out in Thunder Cove, Thunder Bay, someplace up in the Northeast, there was no data down there where you recorded the audio. So it wouldn't upload. So going all that way to get this great audio of, Thunder Cove, Thunder Bay, or whatever the place was, and it wouldn't work. So what we've made it, we went back to now where you can record the audio and then you can cache the whole bonus, and then when you go to submit it later, it will upload that audio so that now I have an audio link there if I didn't have data at the time to upload it. So let's look at that real quick. That's a lot of talk with no example, so let's go here. So I don't have an audio. Oh, there's an audio bonus right there. Okay. So we're going to do this audio bonus. Now, to record the audio, you'll see there in the bottom center, it says Writer Notes and Audio Control. So I'll click on that. Now, notes, I can click up here in the top field and type in any notes that I want. All right. I can't think of any bonuses right now that require you to put that in there. Some people like to put their mileage in. Some people like to put some kind of information in. You can put in there whatever you want. Just know that if you're trying to communicate with me some important things like something about the bonus that didn't work for you, you need an email or text. Don't put the notes in the bonus because we may not, I mean, it may get overlooked. And if it's important, you need to text or email it to us. Audio controls. Now, down here at the bottom it says audio recording controls. There's a delete audio file. We have nothing to delete yet, so we want to start recording. So we are going to start recording. Here's one of those things again. It says, can I record audio? Yes, while using the app. Okay, so now it's recording. And there's really no time limit, but I think most of the time, under a minute leaves the audio file where it's at an okay enough size that it should upload without too much difficulty. You sit there and record for 5 minutes, you're going to have an awfully big audio file that has to upload, and it could possibly have a problem. So I highly recommend that before you do the audio bonus, you think about what you're going to say so that you don't make it too long. I've already talked about 45 seconds now, so let's go ahead and stop this recording. All right, I got some options here. I can play back the audio, stop the audio playback, pause the playback. But what I really want to do here is I want to upload the audio. So I'm going to click that button. It's going to think. Check mark. It uploaded. Great. That's what I wanted. All right, so I'm done there. So back in the middle of the screen. Probably needs to be repositioned so it's better to understand because most of us look to the bottom of the screen. But there in the middle it says back to bonus screen, so I'm going to go back to the bonus screen, okay? Select my bonus code. Oh, I always need a picture, right? So there's a picture for me to, whatever the picture that is the requirement. So that's all there. So let's review bonus for submission. All right, we got an audio file already uploaded. We've got all the data in there. There's my location. It already came up. I'm going to submit that bonus. All right. Bonus is submitted. Now, here's the part where I was talking about the bonus not caching an audio bonus. So I'm going to select a bonus code. I'm just going to select the other audio bonus code here. All right. I'm just going to pick a picture. Go to my audio. So I'm recording my audio, but remember, I can't, for whatever reason, it will not let me upload. I click the audio upload and it won't do it. If it won't do it, you'll probably have to delete your audio recording and re-record it. But once you've re-recorded it, instead of uploading the audio, go back to your bonus screen, and we want to cache that bonus. So you have to go to review and cache that bonus, and that bonus will be cached with the audio file. Okay, so if I submit this one and wait for it to come through, you can't see this. You probably didn't hear that, but it was playing over my desktop. But that audio file was uploaded with the cache bonus when it was uploaded. So that's how that worked. I don't know. I don't have any indication that the bonus you uploaded was cached. Technically, you could cache every bonus and then submit. I mean, you technically don't even need to upload that bonus. As if you just cache the whole thing, then it'll upload for you. But anyways, that's how it works. And then that way, what's important about the cached function is not only if you don't have data, but what's cool about it is when you cache it, it saves the time that you did that. So if you don't have data for another 3 hours, I still know you submitted it, at the time that you did, when you originally took the bonus information, which is important if the bonus has a time constraint on it. So that's why that's important. All right. The next function that we need to go back and talk about is the clock. Okay, so for clock, anything that requires a timer, that's your meal and your rest bonuses. Most all rest bonuses will require a picture of your entire motorcycle with a flag on the bike. It'll say in the rally book, but that's generally what we do. And it needs to be where you're at. You cannot use the same photo for every rest bonus. It has to be, every place that you are completing your rest bonus. All right, the clock button is there on the bottom left side. So click there. So when I click start, it'll put the date and time on there. Now the clock is running. You can't see it, but it's running. Okay, not really. It's not. Actually, that just takes a timestamp. There is no actual clock running in the background. It just takes a timestamp. If I click end, it'll stop that clock. But one of the problems that people were having previously for some reason, and I've never been able to recreate on my phone, but on their phone, the clock stamp, the time that's displayed goes away when you come back to the clock screen. But the data's still there. The information is still there. I don't know why it goes away. It just does. So, and to help eliminate people from having to click the end button and then clear it and then end again because they're trying to get right at 45 minutes or whatever the time is. The problem is every time you click that end button, it sends me an email that you click that clock. And it should send you one as well, and that can be annoying. So, I start my clock. I'm going to go back to my bonus because I'm doing a meal bonus, okay? I've started the clock. I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in and eat. All right. I'm going to upload my picture of my receipt, with, whatever the instructions say on your meal bonus, which in this case will be your food, your menu, you, and I guess you sitting at the table. It'll be in the rally book. It'll be explained. Now, when I come back to the meal rest clock, I haven't hit my end button yet, but when I come back, it'll tell you how much time has elapsed. So, without having to hit the end button, I already know if I have enough time or not. So I think I can either, if I'm good, then I click end. You have to click the end, though, because otherwise, because I need the timestamp. Just because it says that elapsed time down there doesn't help me any. I need you to still click the end button, okay? But if that's, not good enough, I can come back there. Now I'm at, over 2 minutes. So we'll say that's where I want. So I'm going to click end. There. And it gives my final elapsed time. Go back to my bonus screen. I've done everything I need to do. I'm going to review the bonus for submission. And you will notice there's my bonus code, my sequence number, my picture, the time that I'm submitting the bonus, the latitude and longitude, and my meal rest start and end times. Whether I send it now or whether I cache it, doesn't matter. But when I cache it, you'll see all the information's there that I need. Either way, I will get an email receipt with this information, and the receipt will have my picture link. It'll have the location, but it'll also have my clock stop and start times. Okay, all that there for you to peruse. Okay, and that's that part. I'm going to go ahead and upload that cached bonus. All right, all the cash bonuses are uploaded, and you will notice now my claim list lists them in the order that they were submitted. So you'll notice sequence 3 here is out of order, but it's still there. And for my purposes, the scoring system, it doesn't care if they're out of order as long as they have the proper sequence number and bonus code attached. I don't care if they're out of order in your claim list. If you want to clear your claim list, you can click the clear button down there at the bottom right. On the little button there, second from the left, that says request current bonus list. If you click that, it sends me an email that says, hey, rider number, whatever rider you are, wants a list of your current bonuses. And we can send that to you if you want to, make sure that we've received all the bonuses, that matches your claim list. That's all fine and dandy. If you do that a bunch, it takes time from us doing what we're supposed to be doing. So, and we don't, as much as we like to try to watch all the emails that come in, we don't always see them. So, it's there for once or twice a day if you're not sure, but you're getting the bonus submission receipts. You're getting the emails. If you got the email, that means I got the bonus. Okay. So if you got the email, I got the bonus. So we should be good. All right. Keep your claim form. You have to keep your claim form if you want to be able to dispute a bonus at the end of the rally. So keep your claim form if you think there's going to be an issue. All right. So we're going to go back to our bonus page. That's pretty much all there is here. There is a Google Map button and it appears that I don't have the, bear with me. I have to select a bonus code for the map button work. All right, here we go. All right, now, there we go. All right, so there it is. I click directions and it'll figure out from where I am to where the bonus is, and there's, if you want to use that, or if you just want to real quick see how long it's going to take to get there, but that's what that is. All right. Trying to think what else we need here. That's pretty much it. I highly recommend that you practice with the app. I practice just regular bonus submissions. I recommend you practice the meal rest clock, the notes, and audio submissions, and cached function. And making sure that all that works for you. Check your email. Make sure that you get the bonus submissions, or the receipts rather. And if you have any problems, reach out to us at ironbutthq@gmail.com, and we'll try to help how we can. Thanks.